Psalm 22, verse 13 through 16. This is prophecy of Jesus. They gaped upon me with their mouths as a ravening and roaring lion. When Jesus was crucified, all the people mocked him. They jeered at him. They were saying brutal things to Jesus as he struggled. Keep in mind, he was only on that cross because he chose to be. He's God, fully man. He was on that cross because he chose to be there for you, young Christian, and for me. I am poured out like water, and all my bones are out of joint. My heart is like wax. It is melted in the midst of my bowels. When people were crucified, they were out and their hands were crucified, sometimes their wrists, but most of the time their hands in the midst of those bones. And their feet were crucified on top of each other. And so the way they hung, they couldn't breathe. They had to use their arms and, let me show you, and pull themselves up so that they could draw in a breath of air. And they did that over and over. And it caused the bones to rip out of the joints. Also, when Jesus had passed on, when he gave up the ghost and he went to hell so that you and I don't have to be, They pierced his side with a spear, and his lungs were full of blood and water. Just as he says, my heart is like wax, and it is melted in the midst of my bowels. His lungs were plumb full of blood. He suffocated on his own blood. My strength is dried up like a potsherd, verse 15, and my tongue cleaveth to my jaws, and thou hast brought me into the dust of death. He was dying of thirst. He drug his cross all the way up, and he ended up where they were going to crucify him. And they offered him gall and vinegar, which is mixed together, very bitter. It couldn't quench your thirst. And mixed together, it provided some tolerance to the pain. But Jesus wanted to feel all the pain, so he denied that. He was thirsty. But he wanted to feel that pain for you and me, young Christian. Verse 16, for dogs have compassed me. Dogs are considered heathen, the ones who do not believe the truth. The assembly of the wicked have enclosed me. They pierced my hands and my feet. Jesus was crucified for you and for me. And why? Because of love.